Hey guys, this is Chelsea. Welcome to day 2 of the Healed, Happy, Healthy 21-day journey to up-leveling. I'm so happy you're here. This day, today, I'm sure you've already read some of the email, is not going to be your favorite day, especially if you've drank coffee for a really long time. And I want you to know I've been there. Like, I literally used to be the person that would wake up in the morning, and what would literally get me out of bed was the fact that I could go have like my blueberry coffee grounds in the morning, and I would drink an entire pot of coffee, an entire pot. And then, no joke, I would drive to school and I would go through Dunkin', and then later on that day I would go to Starbucks on campus. I wish I was kidding, but no, this was like my severe caffeine addiction. And all while I was the most anxious person I knew. I did not realize that caffeine affected anxiety. And if you're prone to anxiety, then caffeine literally just cannot be part of your life. I'm really sorry to break it to you, but this is something that actually has to happen. You have to cut back. You have to either cut back or completely switch to decaf like I did. And now I'm to a point where like I haven't even had decaf in a week, and I have all the energy in the world. Like it's my sincere promise to you that once you get through the period of detoxing, you're gonna feel so good about this decision. It's not gonna be a hard thing for you anymore. It's been almost a year now that I've been completely caffeine free, and to be honest, like I saw a difference within 2 weeks. So the funny thing is like I actually didn't know right away, like, was it the caffeine? Like, I'm feeling a lot better, but really, was it the decaf? Or like, is it something else I've been doing? Or is it just finally I cracked the code, whatever. So one morning, Gary and I were gonna go to the beach. And he had brewed iced tea the day before, and I love iced tea, but I didn't realize that iced tea had so much caffeine in it. So I had 5 cups full of iced tea. Full. I woke up at 5 in the morning and I drank just iced tea all morning until like 8 o'clock. And then as we were driving to the beach, I was like just continuously talking. Like my mouth was just like blah, 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 like I was like word vomiting everywhere. And I was like, my chest started to feel tight, and I was like, what the hell is happening? Like I started to feel weird. Like my hands started to tingle. I was like trying to shake out the energy. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like, and we stopped at Publix. I'm like, maybe it's just cause I didn't eat anything yet, like anything too solid. So I went to Publix and I got some cantaloupe, because cantaloupe is, this is a side note, cantaloupe actually does help calm nerves. So I bought some cantaloupe, which I was eating it and I was feeling a little bit better, but like I was still like, something's not right. And I just didn't know what it was. And I was like, why am I having like an anxiety attack right now? Like this makes no sense to me. Like nothing happened this morning. If anything, I had a really great morning. So I was talking to Gary about it. And he was like, I don't know, babe. And finally, like we were walking to the beach, I'm still talking about it. I'm just like, what is going on? And like, he was like, well, did you drink? Cause he knew I stopped drinking coffee. And he's like, well, did you have any decaf? And I was like, or not decaf, iced coffee. And I'm like, yeah, I had like 5 cups. And he was like, Chelsea, like that's full of caffeine. I'm like, oh, mother effer. Like I like poisoned myself. Like I literally, once I knew what it was though, I was happy, because I was like, okay, it's so clear to me now that I absolutely cannot consume caffeine. Like it is just not in the cards for me. Because ever since then, like literally that was the thing. Like I've done everything under the sun. I've gone to therapy. I have, done the exercising. I've done the meditating. I've done the hypnosis. I've done literally, if you can think about it, I have tried it in some sort of way. And all these things help. They really, really do. But it's hard for them to completely help you when your adrenals are on fire. So I want to read you something from my blog I wrote about coffee and why it's important. So like, think about it like this. Coffee should be was supposed to be consumed on an occasional basis. It wasn't supposed to be something that was an addiction. Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be weird? Like, what do we call an alcoholic that needs alcohol? No, oh, I'm sorry. What do we call a person that needs alcohol to get through the day, an alcoholic. Like, you know, it's the same thing with caffeine. If you need caffeine to get you through your day, then something's really not right with that, right? So once coffee is inside your body, your fight or flight response becomes activated. Our adrenals release cortisol, which is a stress response in the body. And the fact that you do this every single day is not great. Like, you are literally putting a stress response in your body every day. Like, you have to realize that takes a toll eventually. And especially for the people that are watching this that really suffer with anxiety, if you drink soda, if you drink caffeinated teas, if you drink anything with an abundance of caffeine, you have to stop. You have to stop. And you have to do it as soon as possible, because this is the quality of your life. Like, you can't, it makes me so upset when I'm talking to like one of my clients and I'm like, you gotta stop with the caffeine. And they're like, oh, I will. I'm like, no, you have to do it like now. We have to figure this out now, because this is one of the biggest culprits. And say you're still just as anxious, which I guarantee you're not, and every single time they stop, guess what? They feel 1,000 times better. You just have to get to that point. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. And I'm not telling you to just stop either, because obviously, you know, withdrawals are not fun, but you definitely have to cut back. And I'm telling you, your life is gonna do a 180, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna thank me. You really are. You're gonna be like, wow, that Chelsea girl, she was right. And I'm gonna be sitting here and be like, good for you, because I know it's not easy. Like, coffee was part of my identity. Like, it was part of me to, like, you know, I loved having a coffee in my hands. You know, I still do. I still go to Dunkin', I still go to Starbucks. I just get a decaf Americano or like a decaf espresso. Well, that is what that is. So a lot of times, like Starbucks, a lot of places don't have decaf coffee, so you have to ask for like decaf espresso, which is just as good. But when you're 25 years old and you're asking for a decaf at 10 in the morning, you have to double check to make sure your drink is in fact decaf, because I've had many times where they've accidentally made a regular coffee or regular espresso, and I did not have a great day after that. Like, just that one coffee really just, it's just not made for me. I'm just not the type of person that can have it, and I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're not either. So I really hope this video kind of clarified why this is so important. And you know, if you guys have any questions or need additional help, I'm here to help you. So reach out to me, and good luck, guys, and I can't wait to see you for day 3.